like let you sing, I would totally do that.
That would be fun.
But you would. As soon as she
As
starts
soon
talking.
as.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome back to Mixed Mayhem. For any of you that don't know, that is my son, Loki. He's definitely a mama's dog.
He clearly doesn't get any attention from Kat ever.
Never. We took a nap today, so I don't know why he's acting like that.
He's a deprived dog.
Deprived.
He's going to sleep.
He just had a bone full of peanut butter, so he's fine.
Oh, you got a full tummy.
Mm-hmm. He's getting fat.
Don't. She didn't mean that.
She's getting a little chubby.
We're not doing
Anyways,
that.
welcome back to Mixed Mayhem.
Yes, welcome back. We hope everybody had a fun time listening to the guys. Their episode. If you haven't listened to it, you need to go listen to it. They're gonna tell. Okay.
Loki, Dean. Off. Stop hitting him.
Sorry.
Off.
Your mom said no.
Sit. Sit.
The boys tell some hard truths. They get personal. It was a good episode. They did really good.
They did really good, and I think if they do it again, which I would love for them to do it again, I will make sure that there's questions. Do not give him any attention. I will make sure that he, or that they have questions ready and they're kind of more in line, because I was kind of just like spitballing, but eventually they got, no! Eventually they got used to it. Speaking of different parenting styles, I parent the dog a lot different than I parent the children, by the way. Just so you know, I'm not over there speaking to the kids like that.
Oh, God. Poor Loki.
Yeah, poor Loki. His big old fluffy tail. But no, yeah, if we have the boys come back on again, it's going to be a little bit more scripted on my part where I'm asking questions. Also, the funny thing about that video is I can almost, like, not tell the difference between my voice and your voice.
Really?
Yes. Like, without seeing us on camera, like, I'm listening to the questions and I know I asked them, but I can't tell. Yeah. And then when you start speaking, it's very, like, our tone and the way our voice is, when we speak to them, is almost identical.
That's creepy.
I know.
Creepy.
Because I think I have like a more of an alto tone, and so like I'm used to hearing like a deeper tone, so I could hear like, my voice is very, very calm, very sweet with the boys, and even your tone was very sweet, very calm, very
it's just
relaxed.
Because of them, I guess.
Right? Like,
we baby them. We do.
I know I baby Nick.
We baby them, but I think they won't be as nervous either next time.
No.
They were definitely really nervous.
And they had fun doing the TikToks. I love the TikTok that Anthony did with you. That was great.
Oh, he was like, I feel dumb. What should I be looking at? I'm like, I don't, just look.
Just be insane. Just imagine just children.
But yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad they're getting into it. And the kids are getting into it.
Yes, the other day, so Lakin likes to like record on her tablet, like make those slime videos, whatever. So the other day, I hear her in her bedroom on the tablet, and she's like, "Welcome to Mixed Mayhem," and I was like, "We finally did it!"
There's I was shopping for one of the Annalie's birthday was today, so I was shopping for like those American Girl doll size dolls. Shopping for her for one of those. They have a little podcast set up. I'm not kidding you. Like, it comes with the two little mics, a desk, a little laptop.
So we're gonna have to get it. Maybe Santa will bring it.
Maybe Santa. Oh, goodness. Obviously, I'm in the Christmas spirit. I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Christmas trees up right now.
Oh, upstairs, too?
Yeah. Because I don't want their decorations on my...
You're terrible. I only put the tree up. I haven't put any decorations or anything on it yet. I made a TikTok about it, but that's the only thing I've done so far. I'm taking it day by day.
I'm taking it room by room, but the problem is that when I do a room, I want to do the whole room.
Yeah.
And so it's really irritating me because I put this tree up and I was like, okay, let's get rid of all the Thanksgiving stuff. I have like fall stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like a nice little blended.
That's okay. We're transitioning from Thanksgiving into Christmas.
I'm not usually the type that does Christmas trees up before Black Friday.
Yeah.
So this was the first year.
This is my first year too. But I was like, I don't want to put it up, and it's only up for 3 weeks, and I got to take all of it back down.
Yeah, well, I'll leave it up as long as I want. I don't mind decorating them.
It's fucking March, and Kat's still got her Christmas
I've got
tree
a
up.
St. Patrick's Day hat on the fucking thing. I don't care. Could you imagine?
Oh my
But
god.
not only that, because I do like the TikTok shop affiliate program.
Yeah.
I have all these products and the Black Friday sales. I'm just like, well, if I have a Christmas tree in the background, it just kind of,
Yeah.
it's just a marketing ploy.
Right. It's fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
And my stepmom's coming like the first day of like December.
So you got to be ready.
I have to be ready.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
this
be
bitch
prepared.
goes all out. Where do you think I got it from?
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine.
It's fine.
We've legitimized it. All the reasoning.
So, did you want to kick us off with our first topic of the night?
Sure. So we were just discussing a few minutes ago one of our kiddos, and it brought us to the topic of parenting a sensitive child and how you need to parent them differently than your other kids. So this episode might not be so much about a blended family as it is just parenting in general. So more people can, kind of relate to this, because if you have kids, especially if you have multiple kids, you know that parenting them is not always the same. At least for our kids, it's very different.
I mean, if you think about it, if every pregnancy is different, that
Yeah.
means every kid is going to be different. There's going to be some similarities of like how you can do things. But, I mean, you can't even do Lakin and Aurora's hair the same.
No.
One has curly hair, one has wavy hair.
Yep.
So, I mean, it just depends.
So, he's being distracting. So for Lakin, both of the girls are kind of sensitive in the way where they don't like disappointment. I know
Yeah.
when Aurora was Lakin's age, we could pop her hand, we could pop her leg, and she would cry. She did not like it, obviously. Lakin does not give two shits. She'll laugh at you. Because I've popped her, and she just laughs at me. And so you got to take the more sensitive route with her. Like, she does not like if you say, like, I'm disappointed in you, I'm upset with you. That's where it kind of gets to her about, like, this is serious business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have had those.
I was going to say, Lakin doesn't really react too much to... I know that there was one night she was hopped up on sugar. It was towards the end of the night, and it wasn't a TV show that she wanted to watch, so for calming down, I mean, I think Nick popped her, like, twice, and she just kept going.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't care.
And I don't think I've definitely never seen that with Aurora. I mean, I don't think I've ever really seen Nick pop Aurora.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty much just a, like, hey, don't do that, and she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And she's also older, so,
But even, like, when she was, like, 4, when I first met her, it was like, hey, hey, hold my hand. Okay. You could say, hey, Lakin, hold my hand. Why?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very different, and you have to talk to them differently. So I know that if Aurora talks back to me, I kind of explain to her, and I know a lot of people are like, you don't owe a kid an explanation, but I think when they get to a certain age, you need to explain why they shouldn't be doing certain things. So when Aurora talks back to me, I'm like, that's disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
You don't talk back to somebody when they're asking you to do something or they're disciplining you or whatever. Now, Leah, when Leah talks back to me, I don't give her an explanation because she's
She
probably
doesn't
not
need
even
it.
listening in
Yeah.
the first place. I just tell her she doesn't need to do it, and if she doesn't listen, then there's going to be consequences. So I think it also depends on age, you know, not just sensitivity, but also age and what is going to affect them greater.
Yeah.
You know, Leah, I'll put her in timeout and she just loses it. She'll sit in the corner like the house is on fire and she's going to die inside of it.
Because she's in timeout.
Because she is in timeout. Lakin will sit in the corner and play with her hair for 5 minutes and she doesn't care. Like it, and she'll get out of timeout and just do it again. It just doesn't click with her
Yeah.
like it does with Leah.
I will say, and Nick and I got into, I mean, an altercation, like, you know, like, him and I don't view the same. I do not think Lakin is understanding that the way that she looks at people and the faces she gives and the way she speaks at people is rude.
Yeah.
And when like, it was last week, she came over, the first day and she kept doing it. And I said, hey, Lakin, I'm just going to let you know right now, the way that you keep making these facial expressions, it kind of makes you seem like a mean girl.
Yeah.
Like you look like a mean kid and you don't want to act like that because then you're not going to make any friends.
Yeah.
Day goes by. She does it again. I say, hey, Lakin, let's try to control our face. Like, let's work on our facial expressions.
Fix the face.
And it wasn't working. And on the third day, it was like the first thing in the morning. And she starts doing, I say, hey, Lakin, your face, you look mean. You look like you're angry. What's wrong? She's like blowing me off and anything. And then I immediately, like, she did it again. And I said, Lakin, you look like a mean girl. Stop.
Yeah.
And Nick's like, stop talking to her like that. Like, she doesn't understand that she needs to fix her face. Like, they're cute. And I'm like, they're cute to a degree.
Yeah.
You can roll your eyes once, and it's funny. Haha. I know that when she does things, sometimes I giggle.
Yeah.
Because it is funny in the moment. But if we're not sitting there saying, like, hey, don't do that. And I told him, I was like, if she keeps these facial expressions up, she's going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to say, because she is. She's a sweet kid.
Yeah.
She's a good kid. But even at 4, I think we need to start having, like, the conversation of, hey, your facial expressions send a far bigger message than the words you're producing.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what I've done at our house before, which it wasn't facial expressions, but I'm wondering if it'll work the same.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes the tone she uses or the way that she is screaming
Mm-hmm.
when she's mad, I've recorded her and played it back. And I'm like, do you see how ridiculous you look? Or do you hear how ridiculous you sound? Like, you don't need... Because I'm like, just... Like you said, she doesn't even realize it.
Yeah, no. And I did one time I did the faces to her, and Nick's all like, don't look at my daughter like that. And I was all like, I'm trying to show her. Like,
because she doesn't know.
she doesn't know that she's like, when you're...
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said I want SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
Okay, bitch. Let me get right on that.
But she does, and I don't think she understands. That's why I
No.
recorded her, because I'm like,
That's a good idea.
do you hear how you sound?
That's a good idea.
And or sometimes I'll repeat it back to her the way she said it to me, and she's
Mm-hmm.
like, don't talk like that. And I'm like, that's how you sound. That's what my ears hear when you talk like that.
It's her damn Aries she's got going on. She got quite the attitude. But no, she is sensitive.
She
And
is.
when it comes to Lakin, I definitely, like, it's easy to just stop doing that. You know, to raise your voice, to immediately be like, don't do that. And I've had to kind of stop myself because I feel like I'm always yelling at her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Nick and I have both said here, we're like, hey, when the kids come over, like, I really don't want to get on them. I feel like I'm always on them.
Girl,
And it's-
same thing.
And it's not really necessarily, like, both of them. It's just, like, we get on Lakin a lot. And I know she's got to have ADHD.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to. But, like, I have started to stop. And instead of, like, going, I'll go, Lakin. She'll still keep going. And I'll wait a few minutes. I'm like, Lakin. And then I'll come and I'll get in her face. And I'm like, hey, you. Hey,
Yeah.
what's wrong? What's going on? Why do you feel like this? What are your feelings? Because she's upstairs putting her socks on. And she's bawling her eyes out. And I'm like, yo, what's happening? She's like, we just do everything Aurora wants to do. And I was like, do you not want to ride the golf cart? And she's like, no, I do. I said, okay, well, we just got to put socks and shoes on then.
Yeah.
You know?
She's just trying to figure out how to work through those emotions, and she is very emotional. It's like something could piss her off or make her upset, like, so
I
fast.
know.
And, you know, she's got to be able to work through that and either talk herself through it, or I don't want to say push it down because I don't want her to hide her emotions, but, like, something
No.
she definitely overreacts on.
I don't want her to hide her emotions because as someone that does it,
Yeah.
it doesn't end well. So
Jeez.
I don't want her to,
No, I don't either.
and I don't want her to feel like she needs to go hide and cry in her room, which in the beginning when they would start, Loki Dean!
He was like stalking my hand for a second.
She doesn't have anything. Loki. But no, Nick used to, like, when they would have their crying and their fits, he would send them to their rooms and tell them to come back down when they were done. And I don't like that. But I think that's also because that's what I had when I was growing up, if I was emotional, go to your room, don't come out until you've worked out all your issues.
Yeah.
Which is probably why when I'm in confrontation or I'm upset about something, I just cry and I run the fuck away.
Yeah.
And and when I come back, I'm hunky dory.
I'm good to go. See, my thing is like I won't talk to them in that moment. Like I wait until they're calmed down.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to listen. They're worked up. They're not in the right state to even try to work through whatever's going on. And so it's interesting because I have never thought of it as that. Like, so I've sent them to their room. But for me, my train of thought is like, that's your space.
Mm-hmm.
You can comfort yourself there. You can cry.
Well, yeah.
You can yell, whatever you need to do. But I've never thought of it as like, I hope, they don't think I'm trying to shut them off or out.
But, no, and it is good that they have their own space because at the same time, like I said, I was having like one of my freakouts. I'm in a corner over there by a dog bed. And it's funny because a couple days later, Aurora's having like a crying fit and she puts herself right in that corner next to that dog bed. And I'm like,
I remember you telling me
what is it with this dog bed,
the
man?
fucking dog bed must be comfortable.
I can't even get my dog to lay on it, but me and Aurora are curled up in balls crying our eyes out over here.
Right, and get your kid to lay in it.
So I think there's a healthy balance to sending them to their room to self-soothe, because if you don't self-soothe, that's when you start getting panic attacks really bad, and once you sort of develop anxiety, it's kind of hard to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I want them to still be able to just like with babies, you want them to be able to calm themselves, or whatever the right term is, but they do need a safe space that if we do send them to, they can work out their feelings.
Yeah.
But Lakin's feelings are different than Aurora's. Do you think that the way that she has her feelings and how she is, that you're going to have those same kinds of difficulties with Leah?
So I haven't seen a lot of the sensitivities that I've seen with Lakin. Leah just gets mad and then will ignore you. She will ignore you.
Oh, so she's hot-headed.
I've never seen a 2-year-old ignore she'll look you dead in the face like you're the dumbest fucker that's walked the earth. Like Anthony and I both have been like, I just can't even look right now, because she just looks at you like, the fuck are you talking to me for? I am not even joking. Like, she doesn't cry because she's sad. Like, she just gets pissed. And that's that.
Okay, so you've got Aurora, who is pretty neutral on all feelings.
Yeah.
Lakin, who cries about everything. She's mad, she's happy, she's sad. I don't know where the fuck she got that from. And then you've got Leah, who gets irritated.
Leah's definitely the hothead.
What's Jack do?
It's so hard to tell with him right now because he's just so everywhere emotionally.
I was going to say, I said hi to him and he immediately started crying. And I was like, what happened? Last week we were cool.
To be fair, he's not feeling
feel
good. But I don't know, because he's the only one of the kids that's like biting. None of the girls were like ever in a biting.
Lakin bit?
But not like him. Like, he bites other kids all the time.
Lakin bit someone, remember?
I don't remember.
Swear to God, Lakin bit someone. It was at the daycare.
I remember she pushed a kid.
Oh, no, she pushed again. My bad.
Yeah, into the corner of the ball.
No, the biting, you just bite him back.
Oh, they don't bite me. They bite other kids.
Oh, yeah. He bites a kid, you bite him. That's what you do to the dog.
Yeah. I haven't done it yet.
So maybe I do raise the kids like I raise the dog.
Maybe I retract my previous statement.
But like, seriously, like, yeah.
I don't know about him yet. I mean, I want to say now that you say that, I did bite Lakin because she was biting.
I remember you.
I feel like that memory coming back.
Yeah. If only you could do that with the picking of the nose. That girl loves her nose.
Oh my God. But yeah, so, I mean, with 4 very different kids, the parenting tactics are very different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Aurora, I feel like I can talk to, I can reason with her, I can, Lakin, I gotta just let that work itself out for a few, and then we can talk.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever worry that we maybe have too many, like, adult, responsible, mature conversations with Aurora? and that she doesn't do as many kid things.
Not really. Because, I mean, she still, like, plays with babies, her Barbies.
I know, but she takes on, like, that mom role
But
so
she,
quickly.
yes, but that's, like, natural to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will tell her sometimes when we're downstairs with all the kids, I'm like, go upstairs. Like, go. And she, like, wants
That's what
to
I'm
do
saying.
stuff.
Yeah, like, I feel like she... Because... And Nick will get on me all the time. He's like, she doesn't know what that word is. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll explain it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna dumb things down. I'm not going to use smaller words so Aurora can understand. No, she's gonna learn these big ass
Right.
fucking words.
Well, that's the thing. We're not raising kids. We're raising little
Little
adults.
people.
Yeah. Like,
They're
they're
gonna be
going to
people.
grow into adults, so they need to know.
They're gonna pay their taxes.
Yeah.
It's me in the future making sure that Lakin knows she needs to pay her fucking taxes.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I don't think we throw any of the responsibility on her.
No.
You know, we're never like, hey, watch your sister. Hey, you know, I mean, she does have responsibilities, but not anything that involves...
keep your room clean. Like,
Yeah.
But I am quick to be like, hey, can you grab your sister a water too? Because she's already grabbing her own. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
no,
like,
that's different.
But I was just wondering if you had those fears.
No.
Because I feel like my older sister was really mature.
Yeah.
And I feel like my older sister was always hanging out with my stepmom. Like, I don't think she was really necessarily, like, hanging out with me when I was a kid. But, I don't see the kids doing that. Like, I don't even see them. They're constantly separating them. So, I know that they're playing together.
I think that it's just, like, when you're the older sibling, you take on that leadership role.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I tell Aurora all the time, she was meant to be the first one born.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could not imagine Lakin being the oldest. Like, that would just be... You know what I mean, though? Like, Aurora was just meant to be the first one. Because of all of her characteristics. She is very motherly and responsible for the most part. I mean, for 7, 8, she's responsible. And, you know, just... She's very loving, very gentle.
It's so amazing hearing other people call Aurora mature.
Oh,
and
yeah.
responsible. I just sit there and I'm like, fuck yeah, she is.
We're doing something right. You know, every parent, you know, you guys, if you're listening, you feel the same way when somebody, like, compliments your kid, because you're with your kid all the time, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, they do this and do this and do this, and when somebody compliments you on your kid, you're like, oh yeah, you know, they are pretty good. Thank you. I am doing something right.
You know? Do you think that the kids ever compete for, like, who's the best kid in our eyes?
I can't think of any, like, specific examples. I think in ways, like, with their dances that they do, mainly Lakin, because if Aurora shows me something from dance, Lakin's like, Mom, you have to watch my dance. You have to watch it, and she'll just make it up on the spot.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So, in that aspect, yes, but, like, when it comes to behavior, I don't think they give a shit who's good and who's bad.
I think Aurora does.
Well, Aurora, like, is a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wants everybody to be... What is it, Loki? She wants everybody to be, like, happy with her, know she's on good terms, like...
I think that she's very much like... she wants everyone to make sure they call her the good kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like... She wants to be told she's Dad's favorite. Like, she needs to be told.
Well, like, there was one day... I don't even know what she did. It was so insignificant that I can't remember what she did. But she got sent to her room, and I took something away. It might have been her tablet or, like, time to play with Case, like, her friend. I don't know. But anyway, she wrote in her diary that... She keeps a diary by her bed. She wrote in that diary that she was the worst kid ever. And... that she was so upset that she made me upset. I think it was the way she was talking to me. I was like, it makes me feel like trash.
Did you cry?
No, but I was like...
I would have.
I was like, Aurora, you are not the worst kid ever just because you make a mistake. And I kind of explained to her, like, she's walking on the road of life. And me and you and Nick and Anthony are her guardrails, and we're there to keep her on that road. And if she swerves off, we kind of bump her back. And when we parent her, that's us bumping her. It's not because we're mad at her or don't love her or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just because we want her to do the right things. And, like, I think that made her feel better. But, yeah. I'm the worst kid. And then I started using, like, it hurts when the way Lakin would talk to me. I'm like, it hurts my heart when you talk to me like that. It makes me really sad. So then when I tell Lakin no, she's like, Mom, it hurts my heart.
Oh, is that why she's saying that shit?
Yeah. My mistake. Don't say that
It
anymore.
hurts when you say no.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I meant, like, when she's like, I don't want to do that. Or, like, that attitude she gives. I'm like, it really, like, hurts when you talk to me like that. So now that's all I get.
I'm so glad that you've also noticed that she just does these, like, she's just nasty with the way she speaks. And I'm like, quit it.
Yeah, it's... So, I mean, if you have those same problems, we feel you.
We feel you.
And we don't have answers.
And no. You know.
If you were coming here for answers, we don't have them. We're just here
to comfort you so
Yeah.
you know.
We're here to say we're in the same boat that's
Also-
sinking slowly.
We're talking about a child's attitude. She's 4. All right, I'm getting told, what do you mean no SpaghettiOs? From a 4-year-old, just like that, man. And I think she just watches me or something. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. I'm theatrical.
Yeah, but I've
and
never
she's-
seen you,
She's
like...
very theatrical. The Mariah Carey thing is so fucking funny.
We'll have to make a TikTok or something.
Oh my
because-
gosh. I mean, she is.
that girl, she's gonna be famous one day. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. And maybe that's something that, like, we need to channel that energy somewhere.
That's why I wanted her to do dance, but the fact that she can't do, like, Aurora's type of dance.
Yeah.
And they don't have, like, a class for that there. I was like, but she's so good.
I know. We're gonna try to get her in.
Yeah.
Because she's good.
She's good.
She is.
She can't do that tots thing, man. She'd fucking crush that shit.
Exactly. So, kind of on the opposite side of discipline, this isn't really something that we've ever talked about, but, like, how do you guys, like, reward, like, the good things that they do?
I verbalized it immediately.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as they got in the truck today, Lakin said, hey, Kat, do you know that I can draw a candy cane? I'm like, oh, that's cool. Can you? And then Aurora goes, yeah, I taught her. And then Lakin said, yeah, she showed me how to do it. And I said, oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Aurora, for doing that. And then Nick's dumbass chimed in, well, I taught Aurora. But when they do good things, I try to...
syndrome.
Yes. When they do good things, that's just because he's so spoiled by me. So if I'm giving...
They're all spoiled by you.
If
Who
I'm
are you
giving-
kidding?
If I'm giving someone attention, they all want the attention.
Yeah.
That's because I take too many naps, so I'm never awake. But, like, I'm very quick to be like, thank you so much for doing that. That's amazing. You're doing great. Keep it up.
Yeah.
I'm also the same person that's very much, you did this? Oh my gosh, that's so good. Do you want to go pick out a toy? Do you want to go get a piece of candy?
Yeah.
And
you have to tread that line carefully.
yes.
Because then they start expecting it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So every dance recital she's had, she's gotten flowers. And I told Nick, I was like, listen, like, I want to get her flowers because in my brain, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Whenever I had, a musical or a dance recital, my dad would bring me flowers. That's what you do, or like little candy and stuff. But this last time on Halloween, she didn't even touch the flowers.
Yeah.
I don't even think she gave 2 craps about them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Nick, I really don't want to, I want to get her something, but I don't want to do flowers because she just doesn't care. She's like not at that age
Right.
or whatever. And so I was like, I want to get her a Monster High doll. I don't care where it goes or where it stays. And he immediately said, Lakin's going to be upset. And I'm like, that's something we got to work on.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why I got Lakin a Monster High is because I needed to kill time. I needed to go to Target because it was buy 2, get 1 free book. And
You didn't tell me about that. What the
it's still going on. Also, there's like this really cool sale with Target. where like you go to the back, right, and it'll say the book is like $14.99, and then you go to an actual like attendant, and she rings it up, and you show her your phone where it says $8.99, and then you get that
like online.
Yes. Through the Target app. So you don't even have to look up the book title. You still just scan it, and it's cheaper on the app. It makes no sense. Anyways, so that's why I had to go to Target.
Okay.
I got like 3 different books that I've already read on my Kindle. So I wanted physical copies. That's what that big box is. This is my bookshelf.
I need one too. My books are getting pretty. Thanks to you.
Secret Santa. I didn't get you, by the way. But
Well, it's okay. I didn't even see if did Marlon ruin it?
Oh, no, he didn't actually get Alan.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I hadn't caught up yet.
But I got Lakin a Monster High doll because she also got peak performance. I told her to go pick out whatever she wanted.
Yeah.
With Aurora, it was different. It was a gift. So with Lakin, I let her go and pick it out. I let her go do this. You got a peak performance. You got this awesome award they don't hand out in karate. You're so young. And I did that also because since Aurora doesn't want to do karate, it makes Lakin not want to do it.
Yeah, I've noticed that. She's been not wanting to do it, but she's so good.
She's so good at it. And I know it's going to help with the discipline and the listening to people. It also helps her learn about other kids her own age.
Yeah.
And how they act in public. And so she can kind of see that too. So that is why I was all like, oh, she got a stripe? Oh, we're celebrating this shit. Like, I did want to go all out because if she thinks that, karate, when she does good things at karate...
Yeah.
She gets rewarded nicely.
That was like a big accomplishment for her.
Yeah.
That's not like, oh, you cleaned your bedroom, let's go get a toy.
But, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that big. It's not like she went up a belt.
No, but it's But it was a good accomplishment.
It is a thin line you have to walk when you start rewarding with tangible items like candy, money, because it's supposed to be, like, you don't want to raise kids to be spoiled. You don't want them to be raised and expect, if I get straight A's, I know, mom's going to take me and get my nails done. Like, I don't want to install those kinds of things, but I also want them to, obviously... I want to spoil the shit out of them.
Yeah, and there are definitely times where it's acceptable. Like, I think those are great examples of when you should do it. They deserve it.
Yeah.
They've been working hard towards this goal, and they met it.
And also, and it's going to be a problem, and I'm sure, people will watch me, and then you'll also watch me through life. You might look at me and sit there and think, oh my God, Kat spoils the crap out of the kids. And she spoils the crap out of Nick. That's my love language.
Yeah. I've told you that before. Like, she is a gift. Like, she's a giver. Like,
it's a hobby. Like, it's a competition. Like, Christmas is my season. When I picked my Secret Santa, I immediately had 6 gift ideas that I know that person will fucking love.
Right.
And if they don't like it, their spouse is going to like it. And that's what I'm really going for.
Gift. Exactly. No, and I think that's good. And it was funny because we've kind of talked about sibling rivalry, and I hate to, like, jump subjects, but you had talked about how Lakin said it wasn't fair that Aurora got that when she had also got it.
Yeah.
But this is something that is coming up a lot, the fairness of, Aurora was able to do this. That's not fair. Aurora can go to her friend's house. It's not fair. Lakin can have...
And it's hard to explain... To Lakin, it's a maturity thing. It's hard for her to grasp. Aurora got a watch because Aurora was 6.
Yeah.
You're 4 years old.
Yeah.
Aurora has a cell phone because she's 8.
Right.
Aurora gets to go to Casey's or her friend's house or whatever.
Right.
Do sleepovers. Aurora wasn't doing that when she was 4. And Lakin doesn't remember when she's 4.
Right. Because she was, like, a baby.
So I guess...
It's just something you have to keep implementing. Like, you will get there. You will get to do these things.
Mhm.
And you have to show us that you have the same responsible, tendencies that Aurora has.
Yeah.
Because then you can do those things.
And I mean, it goes the same way with like the clothes. Like, oh, Aurora has this outfit and I'm not wearing this outfit. It's not fair that she got these new clothes and I didn't. And it's hard to do it with Lakin because Aurora has to get brand new clothes.
Yeah, there's nobody that can just like pass the clothes down.
Exactly. Like, I don't have a dresser full of 8 jeans, but I've got a crap ton of 4T, 5T, 6T leggings for
Right.
Lakin to be able to wear.
Right.
And so I get it when Lakin and Aurora will come back to me and say, it's not fair that this kid has this clothing item and I don't have that clothing item. And I'm like, yes, but also like, no.
But in the grand scheme of things, like, because I know there's other parents who feel the exact same way, especially if you have multiple kids that are like the same gender. You feel the guilt because you're like, they do get all the seconds. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, like, I cannot say I've ever looked back and been like, damn, I got a lot of my sister's old stuff. Like, it's not something that's significant in my childhood, because I did get new things. Lakin gets new things. Like,
but I remember like my parents having the conversation with me because it was around like Christmas time, and I was really upset, or no, my sister was upset because I have 24 different gifts.
Oh,
and she has 7.
Yeah.
And she's over here like
That's like a totally different talk though.
But
Instead of
it's
like
the
the
fair
hand-me-down.
talk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about fairness, which we had actually just had this conversation because Aurora's coming into that age where she will get less gifts than Lakin because the things that she wants cost more money.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing that you and your sister were going through. She's going to want shoes that are more expensive, toys that are more expensive.
Yeah. And it's funny because I like every year for Christmas, I sit down, I'm like, okay, I budget myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm only spending $300 on each kid. So I don't care how many gifts are under the tree. I spent $300 on each kid.
Yeah, and that's what we do too.
Yeah.
And she's fucking lying. She does not spend only $300 per kid.
This year's budget's $1,000 per kid.
Yeah. So call that lie.
I don't want to hear it because the first Christmas I came into this family, they weren't even done unwrapping presents, Brittany. We came to pick up the kids and you still had, like, floor to the seat, like, bro.
I had started really early that year, and I'm going to tell you how many gifts I forgot about that I dug out of the closet. Because I forgot.
Oh, bitch, I got a gift for you from 2 years ago.
See? We are the same person.
But, I understand starting early, but she, like, that set the tone, so I was all like, oh.
Oh, it ain't going to be like that this year. Anthony and I have agreed quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just going to get a couple quality gifts instead of...
It's hard over here because my stepmom's coming and she has texted me every single day.
I can't wait to meet this
And
woman. She
told
just
me
seems so amazing.
More gifts. Lakin doesn't really want a drone. Okay?
No.
Lakin's 4.
She thinks she wants to drown.
Well, she's getting one.
Thanks to...
God.
What do the kids call her?
I haven't given her...
Oh,
Because
okay.
I don't know. I might give her the name Mimi.
Mimi?
The shoe fits.
Moving on.
Yeah, no. Like, in Aurora's phone, it's set as Cat's mom.
Oh.
So, I don't care if they call her, and she'll probably say the same stupid joke that her mom said. You can call me whatever you want as long as you don't call me late for dinner.
Yep, I remember. That was like in one of our first episodes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
No, I'm excited.
But, yeah, so you definitely have to have that talk as they get older with the whole, like, your presents are more expensive. Because I feel like as they get older, the rivalry might get a little more...
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get a little more heated than it is now, especially in the teenage years. I feel like it's going to be rough. So if any of you are listening have preteen, teen daughters, and want to chime in, feel free to comment like
Oh yeah, for sure.
what tactics you use for your kids who kind of don't pit you against the other kid, but I mean, kind of in a way they do, because they want to seem like the better kid.
They do. And that's where there's a lot of different things that we probably don't even notice the kids are doing.
Yeah.
That's actually a sign of them doing that. Like maybe like who goes for whose hand.
Yeah.
When we say, hey, hold a hand, maybe there's some kind of like weird competition we don't know about.
Yeah.
But the audience that probably, has older kids or been through it, or maybe you're a professional or whatever, and you can actually like attest to like actually no, this is a sign you should be looking out for. That'd be nice too.
Yeah, definitely, because these kids don't come with a damn handbook.
No, it's a village.
We're just all out here struggling.
Just taking the struggle bus. Choo choo.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Any other parenting type things? So when you guys are disciplining, like, do you mainly just like talk, or at my house, like, obviously because Leah's still so little, we do like timeout. I've started putting Lakin in timeout just so to give her a place to calm down.
Mm-hmm. We used to do timeouts. We haven't done a timeout in a really long time. We do. Nick tries to talk. I definitely try to talk longer than Nick does. Nick will give it like 5 seconds. If you can't get it out in 5 seconds, he's done talking to you and you need to work your shit out.
Yeah.
But I definitely over talk to them.
But I think it's a good thing, because I feel like a lot of people don't give kids credit that like they do understand a lot of the things that we say, even if we think it's going over their head.
Yeah.
And like we said before, we're raising small adults, basically. Like, I never, and hope I'm not offending anybody, and I don't really give a shit if I am, but baby talking.
Oh yeah.
Like, we never.
That was like the first
baby
thing.
talks.
Like before I met the kids, Nick was like, "I don't let the kids sleep in my bed, and I don't baby talk my kids." And I'm like, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. But it's like when you have like a 4-year-old and you like get down on their level. Did you want the chicken nuggets?
Yeah, no.
No. You talk to them like they're a human.
Yes. And that's, everybody's always like, wow, your kids talk so great. Your kids, they speak so well for, 2, 3, 4. That's why.
Yeah.
Because you talk to them like another person, not like they're dumb.
Yeah. I try to have like actual conversations with the kids too. So like, I don't actually care about their days, but if they want to tell me why ladybugs are spotted and whatever, I'm going to listen to them and give them the kind of intent that I would give you having a conversation.
Yeah. Because to them, that's important.
Yeah.
It is important part of their day.
I try really hard not to do the, oh, wow. It's actually like, oh, wow. Yeah. No, that's really cool. Like,
and see, I'm guilty of that because I always have so much going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, everyone's, if you think that I'm perfect and I'm out here doing it all the time. No, but I'm just saying,
like, that is one thing I definitely need to work on. And that's another thing as a parent, like, take with grace the things you need to work on and just be like, oh, you know what? You're right. I do need to work on that. That is definitely something I need to work on, because I'll be in the middle of dinner and, like, Lakin drew this really cool Christmas tree with the candy canes and all that. And I was like, oh, Lakin, that's so pretty. Put it up on the counter. I'll hang it up. And then, like, when I looked at him, like, damn, she actually did really good on this. Like, I should have taken a minute to, like, be like...
You were making dinner and stuff. Like,
I know, but,
don't pick on yourself too much.
I do it all the time, though, because I'm like... And Anthony will even say it. He's like, slow down. Mm-hmm. Like, take 5 seconds to just, like, enjoy the moment for a second. And so, that's definitely something, as a parent, I need to work on. But I think that's good that you do that. Because it makes them feel like you're listening.
And I'm not perfect at it.
No, but,
But mainly because I'm always, like, my job is very much online. Like, so I'm either on my laptop or I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
So when they do have my attention, I try to give it to them as boisterous and entertaining and like as much encouragement as I possibly can, because I am always on my phone.
And I think that's an important message for 99.9% of the people who listen to this, because as adults who work and have kids and have social media and want time to ourselves, we divvy very little, like, one-on-one, you have 100% of my attention time.
And I think the kids probably get it the most. And I don't, I'm not an iPad kid, but I was this close to being of the age of an iPad kid, and I just don't want iPad kids.
Yeah. No, it's bad because, you want them to, you want them to be able to play without having them, but you want them to be able to interact and not constantly want to go to that.
Yeah.
And
someone that, like, I'm always on my phone. It's really hard for me to, like, snap out of it and,
feel
like,
away.
Be a part of the world. Because I be scrolling.
Yes,
I be looking up new things. I'll be typing. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. So, that's definitely, and that can also lead into behavior, which, when they're wanting attention, they'll act up. That's definitely something that, Nick and I had talked about with Aurora when she was younger. And you might have been in the picture then too, but she was acting up a lot, and I think it was just, she was just wanting attention. And
I don't know if I was here for that.
It might have been, like, right when we were splitting up. But, so definitely give the kids the one-on-one. And us talking about all this, like, we are not saying we are perfect or we know how to do it or we do it right.
This bitch has got a hole in her pantyhose.
Yeah, I ripped it in the car. What the fuck do I know about anything? But, this is just us, like, giving our real life experience.
Yeah.
And letting you know, like, you're not alone.
You're not alone. And if you're, like, not even at the stage yet where you have kids, because I know that we obviously are going to have listeners that are, like, pregnant or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this is normal mom conversations, so just get ready for it.
Yeah. And, there's going to be a time where you call up your friend and you're like, I just want to bash my fucking head in the wall. That doesn't mean you don't love your kids. It just means you have feelings. So it's okay to say those things and to feel those things. Nothing is wrong with you. You're a normal person.
Normal person. Well, there's no such thing as a normal person, but you're fine.
You're along the realm of normalcy.
Yeah. You're not a bad mom.
No.
Like, you're not a bad person.
If you're questioning if you're a bad mom, then you're a good mom. Seriously. Because if you even think that you're doing something wrong, that means you're doing something right. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. I think this is probably one of the most tame episodes where I haven't had some outlandish story that, like, just sends you spiraling. Because I've watched, like, the last couple of episodes and they've all ended with you going, I don't understand your brain.
Dude, the dinosaur, was it a Talon?
Yeah, the Talon.
That one just...
The baked beans.
Yes. Because...
beans.
It was beans, wasn't it?
It was just beans.
Oh, yeah, not baked beans, just beans. But I feel bad for every person that just, their brain works. I don't feel bad, I just don't get it. I don't get how you shut it off.
You don't.
The fuck was that?
That's what the drugs are for. Anyways, so you can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, our email, and Spotify. And also, on our link tree right now is a...
yes.
It won't be on there... Well, no, will it? It's 4 days or 5 days?
I think it's only 4. So no,
okay, so it won't be on there, but for the live people,
yeah.
On the link right now on our link tree is Aurora's dance recital, like, donation form, and you can get some popcorn and stuff. Just so, she said she wanted a solo. So.
It's delicious, too. I've had it before.
Oh, I haven't had it.
Yeah.
What did you get? Or what are you gonna get?
I don't know. I'll have to see what they have. I got some kind of gourmet thing last time. It was my nephew's baseball team.
I got the buttery one, and then I got the white chocolate with the milk chocolate drizzle.
I think that's what I got. Because it definitely had chocolate.
I'm excited. There's like a chili lime. I don't know who he's talking to. I got him some taki nuts.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Yeah, you'll have to get you some.
All right,
Anyways,
guys.
bye guys.
See you next time.